Welcome to ConnectWise training video. This video is going to discuss the Quick Launch toolbar. It's very useful for accessing your programs with just one click, very quickly, regardless of how many windows you have open on your screen. And it's also going to let you get back to your desktop with one click, regardless of how many windows you have open on your screen. So, to illustrate the point, let's say that we've got 3 different applications that are open right now, and we want to get back to our desktop. Well, what we would have to do in this situation is minimize this, and then minimize the third window, and now we're back to our desktop. That's time consuming, and after a while it becomes aggravating. There's a quicker and an easier way to do that. Down here, and I should mention that most people are still using XP and have not made the switch to Vista yet. So that's why we've decided to do this video in an XP environment as opposed to Vista. But you can do the same thing in Vista. If you're using Vista, if you've made the switch, you can do the exact same thing. It's just going to look a little bit different, the screen will. But the functionality is still the same and the clicks are still the same. So down here you've got the Microsoft Start button, and then in your application bar you've got your open applications down here. Some of you may see a series of small icons, small square icons right here, and some of you may not. For those of you who see those icons, just wait for a minute and we'll be caught up to you. For those of you who do not see the small icons and it looks like this, what we'll need to do is activate the Quick Launch toolbar. And you can do that by right-clicking any space down here in the application bar, go up to Toolbars, and then select Quick Launch. And then you're going to see a series of icons placed right here. Now if you have this double arrow, that means that there are more icons in the Quick Launch toolbar, and the toolbar is just not wide enough for you to see all of them. So you can click on that and you can see all of your other icons. Now for right now, let's widen this toolbar so that you can see everything. So I'm going to right click again and I'm going to deselect, lock the toolbar. What that happens is it gives you the ability to pull this out to your desired width. Okay? So now here are all of your Quick Launch icons. And one of them is this icon here. Is called the Show Desktop icon. So now if we have these 3 applications that are open and we want to get back to the desktop, we don't have to minimize each one individually. We can simply come over here to the Show Desktop icon, click it once, and you're back to the desktop. With 3, it's not too bad, but if you get into some serious work and you got 5, 6, 7 application windows that are open, it really becomes a pain to minimize each one individually when all you have to do is just click that one icon once and you're back to the desktop. The other neat thing about this Quick Launch toolbar is you have icons for other applications. So let's say that you had everything open and you don't want to have to go back to your desktop to click Internet Explorer, or you don't want to have to go over to the Start button to go through the menu to find Internet Explorer. With all your applications open, if you have your Quick Launch toolbar open, you can come down here to the Internet Explorer icon, click it once, and your browser will open up. Same thing can be done for Word. QuickTime Player, Firefox, Outlook, Excel, whatever you have, whatever programs you have in your Quick Launch toolbar. And this can be edited for what you use most frequently. By default, some icons might be in here. Let's say QuickTime Player is here, but I hardly ever use it, so I don't need it taking up space. Right click, delete, confirm, and it's gone. So now I don't have to worry about QuickTime Player being in there. Alright? Let's say that I did not have Word, and let's say that I did not have Excel in there, but I want them in there. Well, what you can do, let's go back to the desktop. I've got my icons here, my shortcuts. What you can do is right click and drag down here, and you'll see the cursor I-beam show up. Release, say copy here, and now your Excel icon is down here. Let's say you use Word a lot and you want Word down here. Right click, drag, put it down there. And it's just that simple. And you can do this really with any application. You might be using the specific software for your business that you use all the time, your core business software. Maybe you want to do that with QuickBooks or whatever. You can do that with basically any program. As long as there's a shortcut to it, you can click and drag that shortcut there. Now, let's say that this really is too wide for you and you don't want it this wide. You want more room for your application window icons, and you really don't need to see all these. Again, you can bring this, drag this over, and now most of them are hidden. You can still get to it by clicking that double arrow. Now let's say that there's some that you use more frequently than others. I know that I use my show desktop most frequently, so I'm going to put that at the beginning, and then I'll put my Word, my Excel, and my Internet, because that's what I use most frequently. And then I want to hide these last four because I don't use them as much. And once you have that set the way you want, you can right click anywhere on that toolbar and select lock the taskbar. And now it's locked, but you still have access to your quick launch icons, and your programs are still down here. So hopefully that makes life easier for you. That's a great tool, great functionality, just to make things go a little quicker and less headache, and give you faster access to your desktop and the programs that you use most frequently. Enjoy!